Well, hello everybody. We're going to have a major talk. It's a huge video. It's a huge video for Ontario and the rest of Canada. I'll give it that minute to let people log on. I'm anxiously waiting for my daughters. They're 2.5 days away from coming to spend Christmas with me, so I'm excited about that. My mother's going to go with them. I had lots with the diabetes center here in Hamilton to go through, make sure if there's an issue with her medications, I can get that here in Hamilton, and it looks okay. Right now, Dakota's upstairs here in the mall getting his vaccination with his grandma, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, I see people. I've had a weird day, but I don't know who's there. There's something wrong with my feed, and I wonder if it's more of Facebook Canada, but we'll get into it now. So, officially, everybody, as of Monday in the province of Ontario, likely this will go across Canada. 3 months within your last vaccination, second dose, you will be able to get the booster shot. Now, Omicron, there's not enough data to actually say it's severe, it's going to cause problems, but just by severe numbers, they say that 0.7%, if it's reached at a major infection rate, which we've never had major infection rates, only seen in Alberta. When everything was lifted, fully open, we see infection rates rise. That's what crippled Alberta and the healthcare system, and that's what they're afraid of now across Canada, but specifically Ontario. Now, PCR tests versus CCR tests. The federal government rolls out free PCR tests by the many millions. That only tells you if you have COVID, which I want to ask everybody, do you want the government in your life, in your home, which is a direct violation of 1948 Declaration of Human Rights? I don't believe anybody would like that. But tens of thousands of Canadians are saying that's what they want. They want them over Christmas. Hamilton, Ontario, without any notice to parents, send home antigen tests, the PCR test, a prep in a very heavy NDP place in Ontario. When you look at union jobs, they're doing that to the unvaccinated. They're telling them you'll have to record videos at home showing that you do the test. I believe 5 to 11-year-olds, that's what they're prepping everybody for. And I believe they would like to do that to the entire Canadian population. Here's my problem with that. Not only the Declaration of Human Rights, it's the concept of when do we look at antibodies themselves, the CCR tests. They can count your antibodies and tell you, are you of the 99.3% that will be okay, or are you of the 0.7% that's going to have serious problems, which would also be possibly for vaccines too. That's what we have to have here. We're all getting the government's narrative that's wrong. It's government oversight into your life, controlling you, absolute autocracy. This is the fight for everybody right now. People sharing stats, people coming up to me with stats. I read through all of them, people going, look, Pfizer, look what they rolled out. And I'm going to tell you all, that is with over 120 million at the time, February 2020, vaccines released. And you're going to show me a report of 11,000, use that as gospel, when now there's been 8.5 billion vaccines of all manufacturers, Pfizer, a large portion of that, and the adverse reactions, fatalities, and everything else, extremely, extremely way low. Way lower, in fact, than all the adverse reactions and death of COVID-19 itself. People don't like that. They don't like, I present Alberta. In Alberta official stats, a challenge. People ignore it. They don't want it. And these same people message me day after day, hundreds, literally hundreds of propaganda stories. I give you one challenge, can't be bothered. See the problem here? A simple, easy, individual challenge to give you the power. Easily done. Nobody wanted to do it. It shows the problematic situation we're here in Canada. It shows how uneducated people really are and how easily manipulated they are by the government themselves. That's why politicians abuse you. And it's done through a crown autocracy. They've learned that this works well. They get away with it. And people let them. People let them. I will be cleaning up the social media. I'll be getting rid of it. The biggest thing we need now is antibody testing. I'm still going to get vaccinated. I'm going to get my booster on Monday. I'm going to go through it. Only because I want my rights and freedoms, and the governments of the world have ruled this a pandemic. And if you want to travel, have a free a life as possible, that's what you got to do. And we're never getting out of it, no matter what people say. Human rights, those are not human rights tribunals, councils registered in any real international court of law. All propaganda. That's my video share. That's what it is. It's important. People need to know. Hamilton backed off now after my video, after I talked to Hamilton City Council this morning. I was up late. And then they back off. News story comes out. Just voluntary. It's all prep. Many months those items were set up for the schools. They knew many months in advance they were going to roll this out. Prepping for PCR testing. What about antibody testing? When do we start looking at ending the pandemic or moving forward with a large percentage of the population that won't be seriously impacted by COVID-19? That's what we have to do at this point. We can't keep going through this. $300 billion, COVID-19, 18, 19 months. How many years can we do that? We don't have very many years of that. It's up to each and every one of you. Share, share, share. Credible, verifiable, real. This video has to go out there. People need to know. Vaxxed or unvaxxed. PCR tests versus CCR tests. Don't get tricked into PCR tests. Don't let the government into your family unit. Antibody testing. That's where we need to go. Thank you. Bye now.